Hey guys, welcome to another episode with me Shashank Gudappa, and in today's credit card episode I am going to tell you how we can leverage and negotiate our credit score to get a really good credit card or to waive off your annual fee or to even get lower interest rate on your credit cards. Now there are some rules and regulations, there are some hacks that you can use to get slightly premium credit cards. So today I'm going to talk about all of that. I'll tell you the step-by-step process on how you should negotiate with your bank as well. And apart from that, stay till the end because at the end I'll tell you how you can use or fake yourself to get a super premium credit card and then get all the other super premium credit cards as well for literally no cost. So I'm going to talk about all of this in today's episode, so stay tuned. Now, first thing you need to do before you even think of getting a credit card is start understanding what your credit score is, right? Now, credit score is one of the most important things you need to figure out before you even apply for a credit card. Now, let's say your credit score is below 600 or below 750 or even below 700, right? Then the chances of you getting really good ultra premium credit cards will be really bad. Now, sometimes what happens is your credit score might be great. It might be 750, it might even be 800, but you're still not eligible for most of the credit cards. Mainly one of the reasons for this is it can be your credit line or credit history. Now, if you look at your credit history, maybe from the last 5 years you've been taking a loan and paying back your loan, so your credit score has gone up. But the quantum of loan that you have taken might be 10,000 or 15,000. Now, because your quantum of loan is very low, you might not get very good credit cards. That is one problem. Now, the second thing you need to understand is maybe your ITR and your salary, right? Now, if you have a very high salary or very high ITR, right, and you start using that to take more credit from the market, basically you do either a no cost EMI or you take any kind of EMI from the market and pay it back on time, then what happens, your credit score starts going up, and it also shows your quantum of credit that you've also taken in the past, which shows that, okay, you know what, Shashank has the capability of taking a 5 lakh loan or a 10 lakh loan and paying it back on time. Why? Because he's done it in the past, and also today if I check his ITR, he's making really good money as well. So understanding your credit score is the most important thing before you even go and look before buying a credit card. That is number one. Okay. Number two is researching competing offers. Now you need to understand there are different types of credit cards in the market, right? So we'll start with the super premium credit cards, which sometimes are only invite only. You can't get it very easily. Then we have premium credit cards, which you can afford and you can get. Then we have normal credit cards for people who have just come into the market, right? The normal credit cards might be things like Access Ace, might be things like SBI Cashback, HDFC Millennia, SBI cards. So a lot of these cards are there in the entry level category. Now entry level category, sometimes they give you cards at a very low cost at 500 rupees a year or maybe 1000 rupees a year with normal maybe 6 lakh per year annual income. Also you can get these cards, right? So there you don't have any problem. Sometimes there are cards that you can get even without doing anything. All you have to do is do a fixed deposit of 10,000 or 15,000, and on that fixed deposit, I think 70 or 80% of that amount, you get a credit card with a credit limit. So you can obviously start using that to build your credit report or something like that, right? That is number one. But the most important thing is, let's say you're trying to find super premium credit cards. So recently I wanted to buy the HDFC Tata New Infinity card, okay? But when I thought, okay, you know what, I need to buy this, there was something called yearly fee of 1499. So I didn't buy it at that point. And then I started tracking it, right? I kept looking at it. I kept looking at different offers. And then suddenly for a period of 15 days, Tata News said that anyone who takes a credit card right now will not have to pay 1499, which is their joining fee, and will also not have to pay 1499 for the rest of their life. This is going to be an LTF card, or also known as lifetime free card. Now, the credit cards usually do this in some small gaps or in some small periods. So I would say if you really like a credit card and you have like maybe 2 or 3 different credit cards, keep looking at them every week and see if there are some new offers coming. Sometimes they reduce the rate, and that is when you go and start applying for these credit cards, right? That is point number 2. Point number 3. Don't shy away from canceling your credit card. Now, this is something that a lot of people do, right? Now, let's say I have a credit card that I feel that I'm not using too much, or you know, the yearly cost is too high, but I'm not using that card as much as I thought I would. So I can just call HDFC Bank and be like, you know what, HDFC Bank, you know what, this card I'm not using too much, but I'm paying 5,000 rupees every year for it. Do one thing, just cancel my card because it's too expensive for me to continue with this, right? I have a SBI card which I don't use too much. It's the SBI Vistara card. I use it very rarely, right? Now, if I call them and say, you know what, yes, yearly fees 5,000, I don't want to keep paying 5,000 rupees every year. Can you please cancel the card? Most of the time, just to keep you back as a loyal customer, they might waive off your annual fees. Some cards, they definitely do it. Some cards, they never do it. Like for example, ultra premium and premium cards, they don't bother. They're like, boss, If not you, there are 100 people doing the same thing. They won't even bother. But there are some cards, they will be like, okay, Shashank, you know what? If it's expensive, instead of canceling, can I waive off 1 year of your fees because you've already spent so much? Let me waive it off for you. So sometimes they waive off this. So don't be scared to cancel a card. And there's a lot of these weird rumors in the market saying if you cancel your card, credit limit goes down or credit score goes down. That's all bullshit. There's no such thing as credit score going down if you cancel a card. In fact, if you maintain your credit health, it is considered very, very, very good. Okay. Now, the fourth point is you need to speak to someone who is relevant and you need to be very sweet with them. Now, why do I say this? When I wanted to get the HDFC Infinia card, I didn't have the Infinia card. I had the Diners Black card, right? And I had a relationship with HDFC from the last 10 years. And every time you have a relationship manager that is assigned to you if you're in the normal account. So I called them and said, you know what? Look, I have this Diners credit card. It's almost as equal to Infinia, but that's an invite only card. So very sweetly, I spoke to that person and I said, you know what? Can you please get me this card? I've been banking with you from the last 10 years. There are other better cards out there. They're offering me better cards, but I don't want to go there. I want everything to be under one roof, under HDFC Bank. So if you upgrade me to the Infinia, that would be really great. And I fit all the capabilities as well, right? I said my ITR is strong. Last 6 months, I've spent a lot of money on the credit card as well. So if it's possible, please do it. Now, you can do that in a dirty way. You can even call them and be like, Merko do nahi to I will go to somebody else, but that doesn't work most of the time. Be sweet and tell them that you're eligible for it. They will definitely give you. If they don't pick up the phone and you don't have a relationship manager, not an issue. You can even send an email to them saying, hey, this is my last spending. This is what I want to upgrade my card. Is this available for me? Would be great. This is my 10-year history of my account with HDFC. This is my customer ID or this is my Axis Bank customer ID. Please let me know what can be done next. So most of the time this works out and you can start negotiating with them, right? And please understand, whenever you negotiate with them, keep all the records of negotiating. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because I'll tell you the hack later. Okay, but keep all the records for negotiation as well, because it will definitely come in handy later on. Because you can tell the manager tomorrow that, look, your previous representative told me that he's going to give me the card. Now you have to give me the card because you can't lie about this. So usually you can keep all of this very well, right? And then the next step is, let's say all of this happens. Sometimes they disappear. They'll be like, yes sir, aapko mil jayega, you don't worry, give me all these documents, and then they disappear. What you need to do is systematically keep following up in a sweet way. Send them an email, WhatsApp them, call them, but don't do it in a very rude way saying, what is this, 10 din ho gaya, 15 days ho gaya. No. Hey, be very professional, because if you're professional, there's a perception that you're a very good credit person and your credit score is also nice, so they will lend. If they feel you're very irritating and you're not good, then they will not give you the credit card, right? So these are some small things, because see, you need to maintain relationship with them. Tomorrow you want a lifetime free card, they will help you with it, right? Tomorrow you want to waive off the fee, your relationship manager will help you with this. So ideally you should definitely keep asking them for all of these small things, right? Now let me tell you a secret hack for super premium credit card, and this is one of the most weird hack that I found out by mistake. Okay, now let's say you want a super premium credit card. Let's say I was in HDFC and I was not eligible for the Infinia card. I only had a Diners Black card. So there is another way you can get the Infinia card. How is that? You can put a 10 lakh fixed deposit. Okay, you put a 10 lakh fixed deposit with HDFC Bank, and on that fixed deposit you take an Infinia card. Okay, listen to this very carefully. So yes, 10 lakhs is blocked. You'll be like, Shashank, 10 lakh will get blocked. It'll make 5-6%, but it's blocked money. Listen to this very carefully. Get the Infinia card somehow. Get the 10 lakhs, get the Infinia card. Now, maybe you don't have a relationship with Axis Bank. I don't have a relationship with Axis Bank, but I wanted to apply for the Axis Magnus credit card. So I called them and said, you know what, I put the thing online, and they called me back and said, do you want the Axis Magnus? I said, yes. They said, okay, we need your ITR, we need some information, some KYC and all of these things. I said, okay, I can give you all of that, but I'm a HDFC Infinia member. They're like, oh, okay, are you an Infinia member? I said, yeah, I'm been an Infinia member for quite a bit right now. They said, okay, what is your credit utilization on your Infinia card? Is it more than 50% or less than 50%? That basically means if I have a 10 lakh limit, am I over the limit or below 50% of the limit? I said, no, my entire spending per month is around 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs. That's it. It's below 5 lakhs if that's what you're asking. So then they said, we don't need your ITR. We don't need any documentation. Just send me your Infinia's latest credit card bill. So what I did was I sent them my last month's Infinia credit card bill, and when I gave that to them, they said, okay, cool, we don't need anything else, because if the assumption is that if HDFC has given you an Infinia card, then they have done their credit checks, then why is Axis supposed to do another big type of credit check, right? Now you might have got it just from a fixed deposit. Think about this very carefully. Now what happens is you get an automatic access into getting Axis Magnus, and if your Axis Magnus card is very good and you're a high spender, then you can upgrade upgraded that Axis Magnus to an Axis Reserve. Similarly, you can get SBI cards as well if you're an Infinia member, but you need to be sweet and talk to them as well on this front. Now, what happens to your Infinia card? After 6 months, you don't have to even swipe your Infinia card a lot. Maybe after 6 months, after 7 months, once you have got enough usage out of it, you can cancel the card and take back your fixed deposit, and now you have the Axis Magnus credit card. Now, after some time, you can use the Axis Magnus credit card and maybe get a reserve and maybe jump to HDFC, maybe SBI, Aurum, and all of the other cards as well. So these are some of the small strategies that I use. And what happens is when you start getting these kind of cards, right, your interest rate becomes lower, your forex charges becomes lower, and your discounts become higher. So you actually start saving a lot of money whenever you do any kind of purchase online. So these are some of the ways where you can start negotiating with your bank. I thought I'll just make a general video so that a lot of people are stuck in day zero. So I think this will help the day zero guys as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, and if you get any more cards that keep coming up in your thing, if you get an Axis Magnus or you get an Infinia, don't forget to put it up on the Cred app, mainly because if you put everything up on the Cred app, it'll help you a lot. Why will it help you a lot? First, it'll give you all the unbilled statements of what is there, when your bill amount, when you have to pay your bill amount, what is the due date. And apart from this bill amount and due date, you will also see multiple different offers that you get on Cred as well, right? And the best feature is it'll tell you your credit score. And every time you get your credit score on every month, it'll tell you exactly, Shashank, these are the 3 reasons why your credit score went down. These are the 4 reasons why your credit score went up. So they'll actually help you a lot, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like this video, and if you're planning to get a credit card, or if some of your friends are planning to get a credit card, then definitely share this video with them. But wait, before you go, please click on that like button and also click on that red button, which is the subscribe button. Okay, this is me, Shashank Gudappa, signing off. Take care. See you guys. Bye.